Hello friends, in this video tutorial, we will make profile page under this Laravel visitor management system. So admin can change their profile details, like name, email or password. In this part, first we will create profile page link. And then after, we will create new controller file for profile. And under that controller file, we will use Laravel authentication middleware. For prevent access this profile page to the guest user. After this, we will create method for load profile page in the browser. And next, we will make profile form with fill profile data. After this, we will create method for handle the profile form data. Next we will set root, the form controller method, and lastly, we will check output in the browser. So these things, we will learn under this part. And one more things, here you can find complete playlist of this Laravel visitor management system. And if you want to get updated source code of this tutorial, so from this page, you can download updated source code by click on this button, and this page link you can find under this video description. Now we have start discussing this topic. So first we need to make profile page link, so by click on the link, admin or user can go to their profile page. So for this, we have to open dashboard.blade.php file. And under this file, we have to create an anchor tag with class is equal to navlink, and then after, we have to write href attribute is equal to /profile. So by click on this link, admin or user will redirect to their profile page in the browser. Now we have to create one controller class for handle profile page HTTP request. So we have go to command prompt, and here we have to run php artisan make with ; controller. Controller name profile controller. So this command will create profile controller.php file under controllers directory. So here we can see that profile controller file. So here we have to open this file. So here we can see that profile controller class file, and under this file, first we want to include user model class file. So for this, here we have to write use statement with /app folder, /models, /user class. After this, we want to include hash class. So for this, here we have to write use statement with hash. So by using this, it will convert simple string password to hash formatted password. After this, we have to include Laravel authentication. So for this, we have to write this code. So after this, we can use Laravel authentication. Under this controller class file, next under this file, we have to write public function construct magic function. So this function will be called when object of this class has been created. Under this function, we have to write $this with middleware method. And under this, we have to write auth. So after writing this code, now when we have directly accessed this controller method, then user will be redirect to login page. So without login into system, users cannot access this controller class method. And after this, under this class, we have to create an index method. So here we have to write function index method. So this is the root method of this class, and now under this method, we have to load the profile page with fill profile data. So here we have to write $data variable is equal to user class with find or fail method. This method will return data based on primary key value. Now under this method, we have to write auth class with user method. And after this, we have to write it. So this code will return login user id details. And this line of code will return login user data, which is stored under $data variable. Below this, we have to write return statement with view method with two arguments. In the first argument, we have to write view blade file name profile. And in second argument, we have to write compact function with data. So it will load profile.blade.php file in browser, and under that file, it will fetch data from this $data variable. Now we have to proceed for create profile page, so here in views folder, we have already create profile.blade.php file, so we have to open this file. Under this file, first we have to write @extends directive. So here profile page is a child page, and by using this @extends directive, it will inherit layout of master page, so here we have to write master page name dashboard. In child page, we want to create profile page, so here we have to write @section directive, and under this, we can define a section of content, which can be end by this @end directive. Now between this, we have to paste this HTML code, this will create blank layout for create profile page. Now we want to create profile form, so here we have to create open and close form tag. And after this, here we have to write action attribute is equal to Blade echo statement, and after this, we have to write root method. And under this method, we have to write profile.edit validation. So here it will create link for submit profile form data. Under this form, first, we have to write @csrf directive. This is a Blade template directive, which will generate the hidden input field in the HTML form. And it will protect your application from cross-site request forgery attacks. Next we have to create input field for display name details. So for this, here we have to write input type is equal to text, name is equal to name. After this, we have to write class is equal to form control, and placeholder is equal to name. Now we want to fill this field with data, so here we have to write value attribute is equal to Blade echo statement, and after this, we have to write $data with name variable, so it will fill this field with name table column data. Now below this, we want to display validation error for name input field. So here, we have to write @if directive, and under condition, we have to write $errors variable with has method, and under this method, we have to write name, so if there is any validation error occurs in name data, then it will execute if block of code, and under this block, we have to write span tag with class is equal to text danger class. And between this, we have to write Blade echo statement, and after this, we have to write $errors variable with first method. And under this, we have to write name, so it will display validation error for name input field data. After this, we have to create input field for enter email details. So for this, here we have to write input type is equal to text, name is equal to email. After this, we have to write class is equal to form control, and placeholder is equal to email. Now we want to fill this field with data, so here we have to write value attribute is equal to Blade echo statement, and after this, we have to write $data with name variable, so it will fill this field with name table column data. Now below this, we want to display validation error for email input field. So here we have to write @if directive, and under condition, we have to write $errors variable with has method, and under this method, we have to write email, so if there is any validation error occurs in email data, then it will execute if block of code, and under this block, we have to write span tag with class is equal to text danger class. And between this, we have to write Blade echo statement, and after this, we have to write $errors variable with first method. And under this, we have to write email, so it will display validation error for email input field data. Next, we want to create another field for enter password details. So for this, here we have to write input type is equal to password, and name is equal to password. After this, we have to write class is equal to form control, and placeholder is equal to password. After this, for submit profile form data, so for this, here we have to write input tag with type as equal to submit with class attribute as equal to button and button primary class and value, we have to write edit. So by click on this button, form data will be submitted. Now we want to create method for handle profile form data, so we have to go profile controller.php file. And here we have to write public function edit validation with $request variable as argument. Under this method, first we want to validate form data, so for this, here we have to write $request variable with validate method. This method will validate profile data, which we have to define in array format. So in array first key, we have to write form field name like email. And in value, we have to write validation rules, so here we have to write required and email. So after write this field value must be required, and value must be proper and email. In array second key, we have to write form field name. And in the value, we have to write validation rules like required. So here also, this name field value must be required. And after define this validation rules, so if form data has been passed from this validation rules, then only it will execute other code, otherwise it will display validation error on the web page. Now we want to edit or update user profile data, so here password has been stored in hash format. So for change password detail, here user has to enter profile under profile input field. And suppose user has not enter password details, then password table column will not be changed. So for this first we have to store all form data in local variable. So for this, here we have to write $data variable is equal to $request variable with all method, so it will store form data under this $data variable. Below this, we have to write if statement, and under condition, we have to write not operator with empty function with $data password variable. So suppose user has entered password details, then it will execute if block of code. And under this block, we have to write $form data variable is equal to array. In array first key, we have to write name, and in value, we have to write $data name variable. In array second key, we have to write email, and in value, we have to write $data email variable. And in the last key, we have to write password, and in value, we have to write $data password variable. But suppose user has not entered password details, then it will execute else block of code. And under this block, we have to write $form data variable is equal to array. In array first key, we have to write name, and in value, we have to write $data name variable. In array second key, we have to write email, and in value, we have to write $data email variable. So here we have store form data in the $form data variable in an array format. Now we want to edit or update profile data, so here we have to write user class with whereId method, and under this method, we have to write auth class with user method with id variable, and after this, we have to write update method, and under this, we have to write $form data variable. So this code will update or edit login user profile data. Now we want to redirect web page. So for this, here we have to write return statement with redirect method. And under this, we have to write profile, so it will redirect the index method of this profile controller. And to display a success message, here we have to write with a method with two arguments. And in the first argument, we have to write success variable name, and in second argument, we have to write success message like profile data updated. Now for display success message on profile.blade.php. And here in the profile page, we have to write @if directive and under condition. We have to write session method with has method with success variable, so this condition will check. If success variable has some value, then it will execute if block of code. Under this block, we want to display success message, so here we have to write blade echo statement, and after this, we have to write session method, and after this, we have to write get method with success variable, so it will display success message on the web page. Now we want to set root for profile controller index and edit validation method. So for this, we have to open web.php file, and here, first we want to set root for index method. So here we have to write root class with get method with 2 argument. In first argument, we have to write profile, and in second argument, we have to write profile controller class with index method, and after this, we have to write name method, and under this, we have to write profile. So it will set root for index method. After this, we want to set root for edit validation method. So here, we have to write root class with post method with 2 argument. And in first argument, we have to write profile/edit validation, and in second argument, we have to write profile controller class and edit validation. And after this, we have to write name method, and under this method, we have to write profile.edit validation, so it will set root for edit validation method. So here our code is ready. Now we have check output in browser. So we have go to command prompt, and run php artisan serve command. This command will start Laravel server, and provide us base URL of the Laravel system. Friends, first we have hit this base URL in the browser. And on the web page, we can see visitor management system login page. So here, we have to enter admin user login details. And after this, we have to click on login button, so after click on the login button, here we can see that admin user has been logged into system, and at the right side, admin user can view dashboard, profile and logout link. Now we want to go to profile page. So here we have click on the profile, so after click on profile link, here we can see that profile page has been loaded in the browser. And here we can see that profile form has been filled with data. Now we want to change admin username details, so here in name field, we have to change name details, and after this, we have to click on edit button. And after click on the edit button, here we can see success message on the web page. And here we can see that admin username has been changed. So in this part, we have learned how to make profile page in this Laravel visitor management system. In the next part, we will start create user module, and in that part, we will load user data in the Laravel Yajra data tables, so we will be meet in the next part.